Hey all, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about AWS Transit Gateway. So, what is Transit Gateway? So, basically, a Transit Gateway is a network transit hub that you can use to interconnect your VPC's virtual private cloud on-premises network. As your cloud infrastructure expands globally, inter-region pairing connects transit gateway together using the AWS infrastructure. Your data is automatically encrypted and never travel over the public internet. So there are some transmit gateway concept like following are the key concept which are attachments. You can attach the following one or more VPCs, a connect SD-WAN third party network appliance, a AWS direct connect gateway, a pairing connection with another transit gateway, a VPN connection to a transit gateway. And the next one is transit gateway maximum transmission unit, and the second is transmit gateway route table. So the maximum transmission of unit of a network connection is the size in bytes of the largest permissible packet that can be passed over the connection. The transmit gateway route table has a default route table and can optionally have additional route tables. A route table include dynamic and static routes decided the next hop based on the destination IP address of the packet. And the next is association. Each attachment is associated with exactly one route table. Each route table can be associated with zero to many attachment. Then route propagation, a VPC, VPN connection, or direct connect gateway can dynamically propagate route to transit gateway route table. For the brief detail of transit gateway, you can go through with the documentations. So the transmit gateway works as a regional virtual router for traffic following between your VPCs and on-premises network. And it transmit gateway operate three layers. So some of the benefits of transmit gateway are it is easier connectivity. It serves as a cloud router, simplifies network architecture, and it has better visibility and control. You can easily monitor your Amazon VPCs and Edge connection from a single console with AWS Transit Gateway. Uh, and the next one it improves security. AWS Transit Gateway is routed through the AWS Global Private Network is not accessible to the general public. It has flexible multicast. AWS Transit Gateway multicast supports allow the same content to the distributed to multiple specific destination, and this eliminates the need for costly on-premises multicast network, which reduces the bandwidth required for the high through. So for the next step we will go for the demo section. So firstly we have to create a VPC for the setup of transit gateway, in which we gonna see how transmit gateway actually works. So for that we create a VPC, and here the name of our VPC is VPC1. So in there we choose CIDR block IPv4 CIDR block. So I'll choose 16.00 slash 16. So this is tags which is pretty optional. So our VPC1 is created. So similarly we have to create second VPC. The name of our VPC is VPC2, and here is our CIDR block, and tag is optional. So yeah, here our VPC1 and VPC2 are created. So now the next part is we have to create a subnet. So we will firstly choose our VPC ID, then we have to name of our subnet, and I'll choose here subnet 1. So after this we have to use availability zones, and next is CIDR blocks. So I'll choose there 16.0.1.2 slash 24. So in the next, our subnet is created. So similarly we have to create second subnet as similar as previous. Here we go for the name of our subnet, and I'll choose subnet 2. So I'll choose CIDR block IPv4. So our second subnet is created. So next we go for a route table creation. So the name of route table is route 1, and choose our VPC, and our route table is created. This is as pretty much simple. So similarly we have to create second route table in which we have the name of the route table, then our VPC ID. So our route table is created. Now we have to go for the internet gateways. So firstly we have to create internet gateway, and the name of our gateway is IG1. So similarly we have to create second internet gateway, and the name of it is internet gateway 2. So our internet gateway is created as you see on the screen. So now we have to uh, our we have to attach our internet gateway to VPC. Similarly we have to attach second internet gateway with our VPC. So here are available VPC. We have to choose our VPC ID. So go for the route table. So here our status is active. Now we have to edit routes. So we edit routes and take a destination route. So we go through the in between the VPC, and we select the route table and go for the routes and edit routes. So in the edit route section, we will go for the destination and take and attach and target choose as internet gateway and save our changes. And similarly go with the route table to edit routes. In this we have to choose destination and attach with internet gateway and save our changes. So in the next step we have to create transit gateway. So I'll put the name transit 1, and our transmit gateway is created. We have to create only one transit gateway. So the next one is we have to for the attachments we have to create transit gateway attachment. So firstly I'll put the name transit attach 1. But firstly we have to check it out, our target group state is pending or available. So we have to wait for a couple of minutes for the available state. So here you can see our state is pending. After that we have to wait for the pending state of transmit case. Then we will edit routes in the portion of subnet, so in which add route. So here we're gonna choose our destination, then our target as internet gateway, and we have to save our changes. So we go for the VPC2. In that we have to edit our routes. So here we edited our routes. So you can see that our transit gateway is available now. Now we have to create transit gateway attachment. So I'll name is that transit gateway, transit attach, sorry, and we have to choose our transit gateway ID. Then for the VPC attachment we will choose our VPC1 and create transit gateway attachment. For the next we have similarly we have to again choose for the creation of transit gateway attachment, and I'll choose their name transit attached to. Now we have to choose transit gateway ID. For this we have to choose VPC2. So now the next step is for the creation. So our transit gateway attachment is created. So in this we have to edit our route. So now we have to attach with our target with our sorry with our transit gateway. So I'll edit route with the destination, and now we have to choose a transit gateway. Oh no, result found. I think our attachment is not created. It take couple of times. Now it's available. Now we have to edit routes. And now we have to attach with it. Okay, basically I'll remove it by mistake. So in the next we have to edit rules for the transit gateway. So I'll choose target as transit gateway and save our changes. So now these edits are saved successfully. So now we have to check it for we save it for VPC1 or not. So go for the main route table and choose routes and edit our routes. So now it's time for the association with the transit gateway. So I'll choose here destinations here DR block, that is 17.0.0/16, and target as transit gateway. So it is successfully added. So now for the testing purpose we have to create two EC2 instance. So now we have to launch an instance. So for the first instance I'll choose a name instance 1. For the operating system I'll choose Ubuntu, and the key pair I'll selected key pair. In the network settings we have to choose our VPC 1 for the instance 1 and assign your IP as public. All are same as it is. Now we have to launch our instance. So view all instance. Our instance 1 is created as you see on the screen. So similarly we have to create another instance, and I'll put their name instance 2, and in this I'll also choose Ubuntu 2 as usual, and my key pair name is as key pair. And now we have to select here VPC second for the attachment of EC2. So yeah, so now we have to launch our instance. So here our instance is created. Now we have to wait for a couple of minutes for the initialization in the status check by 2 by 2. So it will take some time for the 2 by 2 check status pass. So it'll take couple of minutes. We have to wait for some times for the status check 2 by 2 pass. So our first instance is created successfully, and the status check 2 by 2. So now it's time for the testing. So here we have to choose our custom TCP, and here we have to choose our custom as a requirement. So mine is that. So save changes. So I'll successfully save our changes. So similarly in the instance 2 we have to add rule custom TCP. So choose as per your requirement. So mine is that, so I'll save rules. So now it's time for the testing for the ping purpose. So our second instance is still not created fully. But anyhow we have to connect with our first instance and copy our instance 2 ID for the ping testing. So now we have to connect our first instance, so I'll connect here. So yeah, so I'll choose sudo su for the root purpose. Now we have to, for the ping purpose, we have to go telnet and copy our instance. Oh sorry, telnet, spelling of telnet is wrong. Telnet and copy our instance to ID. So yeah, here our testing is successfully done. So it connected to instance 2 with instance 1. So this is pretty much simple. So you have to just connect your VPC with route table and associate. So that's all from my side. Bye.